I'm embarrassed for myself.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
So, here's the thing. We've talked about this before. Y'all know how sometimes, well, I'm on the camera from anywhere from 4 to 6 hours a day. And
The excuses just poof, right out the door.
tell you that I'm a human just like everybody else.
Yes, we are all humans. That should not excuse a goddamn thing.
I'm not just here showing clothes. I'm actually sharing my life with you guys, and I'm transparent like I told y'all.
Does that include insulting other women? Does that include insulting other women when you share your life? Because that is a part of your life when you attack other women on shops. Because that's what this is about, right? You did it again. You attacked another shop. I told you all this shit was coming. She didn't learn a damn thing from all that shit that she went through with me. Learned nothing. I said this.
I don't want to be involved in any drama at all. I just don't.
What? You know, So you attack another woman, a woman-owned shop, literally insulting everything about her, because let's face it, someone sent me the live, I watched it. I heard what you said. And you expect not to get a response on that attack. If you really didn't want drama, I would think you would just shut the fuck up and focus on your business. But you don't. And we're supposed to believe this shit. So, yeah.
There are things that I have opinions about. There are certain things that I feel a certain way about, as I'm entitled to feel a certain way about, because it's my opinion. However, I don't want to share them.
God willing, that you would shut the fuck up about other women and not attack them. God willing. That's what all we wanted, is for you to shut the fuck up and work on your own damn shop. It's funny how about a week after this whole incident went down, that you just suddenly get a conscience about this shit. I'm seeing and feeling that perhaps maybe you got like a cease and desist letter from Freckled Poppy attorneys. Because there's no way in fuck you would do this on your own recognizance. No way. After repeated patterns of attacking other women-owned shops, you suddenly got a conscience that I just want to keep my opinions to myself. Try again.
I want to keep this a happy place and an uplifting place for women.
It is so unbelievable that that shit would come out of your mouth, given the things you've done to hurt other women. That's a happy place for you. That's a safe place for you. And attacking other women. That's who you are.
There have been women that have hurt me in my life. There have been women that have done a lot of things. And without knowing my backstory, which is a very, 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 very long backstory that goes all the way back to me being a little girl.
We don't need to know your backstory. We all have a story. That doesn't excuse the attack of other women trying to hurt other women. I don't give a fuck what your backstory is, because you are trying to play victim right here, right now with this shit. And I don't take any ounce of it. I don't fall for one fucking thing you are saying right now, because I don't give a fuck about your backstory. We all have a backstory. You don't see the rest of us trying to hurt other women. Well, maybe your cult. They love it when you attack other women because they engage with you, which is what you love. So spare us this victimhood that malignant narcissists always do. You're always the fucking victim after you attack other women. We don't give a fuck about your backstory.
I shouldn't like women at all. Not one bit. Not one woman. Because I have been burned the most by women in my life over men.
You don't. You don't like women. You don't. I know you want to give this illusion that you love women, but you don't love women. Because if you did, you would not attack not one. You would own the shit that you do to attack women. And I'm here, and I will always be here to call you out, because I don't deal with narcissism. I don't deal with excuses. I am an activist. I've been one my entire life, and I will stand for women, fight for women my entire fucking life, just like I have. And this shit, this victim playing that you're doing right now is very, very typical of narcissists. Very typical to make you look as though, oh, poor thing, she's just has so much she's gone through, and that's why she's doing this, and that's why she's done this to other women. Women are your enemy for simply existing. If another woman sells the same clothes as you, has a shop similar to yours, they are an enemy to you. And you have to figure out why that is. They haven't done, all of us that you've attacked, Grace Boutique, me, and now Freckled Poppy, none of us have done shit to you. But you just get into that filth, disgusting energy, and you feed that to your people to go after them. You want your people to talk about those shops because, in essence, they lift your shop up. They lift you up. And that is your goal. That is your drug. And it's sick to watch.
And so when I have people that I feel like have hurt me, or if somebody does or says something or whatever it is, it's triggering to me, and things that have happened in my childhood and my early adult years of some bad stuff.
The only thing triggering to you was when your customers told you they shopped at Freckled Poppy after you threw out that, hey, did you cheat on me while I was away? Narcissistic question. And another customer said, oh, they're addicting. That shit got to you. That was the trigger to you. I saw that energy shift. I saw your energy shift. The minute someone brought up another shop that they shop at, and someone else said they like that shop too, you were triggered. And that is the heart of your brokenness. You are triggered by other successful women around you that make you feel threatened. That is your trigger. They didn't do shit to you. They didn't go after you. They didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing. I was selling clothes. And you attacked me for selling those clothes. None of us did shit to you. The trigger is other successful women being around you, making you feel threatened. That is a you problem.
Going forward, as spicy as I have been and perimenopausal as I have been, I just want to keep this a safe space.
You're attacking other women consistently. It's been, I think, at least a year's worth of time I've seen you attack 3 shops. Grace Boutique, mine, and now Freckled Poppy. Your safe space is attacking other women. If you really wanted a safe space, which, by the way, the safe space on the interwebs does not exist. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing. But you wanting to create a safe space after repeatedly attacking women. And in 1 year, you've attacked 3 fucking shops. Very egregiously. And you don't own it. Because every single time, well, first you ignored Grace Boutique because no one called you out. I called you out on mine. You made all kind of excuses, so I knew you weren't going to learn. So does this surprise me? Does this shock me? No. It doesn't, because you don't learn a goddamn thing. And this video is very victimizing. You don't learn shit, even though I'm very embarrassed. I'm very embarrassed by my behavior. You're not embarrassed. You're embarrassed that you were caught, and you probably received a letter from their attorney to cease and desist, telling you to retract and delete. Retract what you said and delete the video. You're not sorry. You're sorry you got caught. You feel bad that you were ordered to take shit down or face legal action.
I want it to keep a happy space. I want everybody to be happy and feel loved.
Everyone to feel loved that excludes the women you attack. You think they feel that love? You think they love those dysfunctional relationships with the narcissist where you attack them and they feel loved? It is astonishing to me the shit that comes out of your mouth. Okay, I'm done with this back and forth shit with her. The bottom line is, Brooke attacked another shop, Freckled Poppy, last week. Right after her vacation, after she guilt-tripped her customers, asking them if they cheated on her while she was gone from her lives. Saying, it's okay if you shop somewhere else, it's okay. So as soon as one of her customers said she shopped at Freckled Poppy and another woman said they were addicting, Brooke's energy shifted. And she sat there and was like, it's so eerie to watch this shift because her energy becomes so negative. You can see the trigger happen. And she turns into this evil bitch that attacks other women. And she attacks these women with a lot of hate. She couldn't get enough of insulting this woman. I watched the live. Someone sent the live to me. I watched it. And it was very, like all her other attacks, very disgusting to watch. Saying, well, if I have to be honest, I've shopped with her and they don't treat their customers like people. They treat them like numbers. And it took them months to get me something that I ordered. And she's like a gazillionaire. Why are you shopping with small shops? But you go ahead and shop there if that's what you want. You do you. That's what she said. She said a lot more. She couldn't stop. And then what happens in her little chat? The women start nibbling and saying the same thing about this shop. It's extremely sickening to watch. You know, and all that video, Brooke, that you've now taken down, you didn't say one word about seeking counseling. If you have a lot of trauma that you have not healed from, then I suggest that you seek counseling because you are living in this bubble of your trauma. You cannot get out by yourself. You can't work out the issues of your trauma by yourself. You need help, just like all of us. All of us have a story, but you want to use your story as an excuse, as a get out of jail free card to attack other women and their own shops. You try to guilt trip your women when talking about Freckled Poppy, about you guys should shop small shops like me. It's just me and one person. Even though last week, I guess you were saying you had like 5 seamstresses and 3 people. But in this particular day, it was just you and one person, right? Because it fits the narrative. So you and one person, that's as small as you're going to get. No, small as you can get is one person like me. Like E3 Collective. You know, E3 Collective, I mean, this girl is phenomenal. She's about 24 years old. She runs her own shit. She does everything. And she was running her lives at 9 months pregnant, literally 2 centimeters dilated, and that girl was on a live, packing orders. But does she ever say, well, I'm as small as you're going to get, and you should support small businesses, and I'm better than everybody else because look at me, I'm doing all this work by myself. You think she gives a fuck about that? No. She's just focused. She's laser focused on her business. She doesn't attack anyone. And this is exactly why I have blocked 99% of those women in her lives. And I call them a fucking cult because she can do no wrong. I want women in my community to tell me, Melissa, you're crossing the line. Melissa, don't do that again, or I won't shop with you. I want women in my life who care about me like that, who tell me, Melissa, please don't do that again. Because my own father, who loved me to the moon and back, would have told me, well, that's what you get. Why are you talking about other women on your lives? Are you bored? Are you bored? Do you need something else to do? Why do you have time to talk about other women on your lives? Why do you do that? My dad would have talked to me this way. because he cared enough about me to be focused on me, to care about my value. But Brooke, this is a drug to her. I screen recorded all of that shit you said. I screen recorded all of it. I was going to make a collage and tag Freckled Poppy and post it because I'm very good at that stuff. I'm very good at putting the mirror in front of you and showing you exactly who the fuck you are. And you are not a woman who loves women. You're not a woman who likes women. It's the complete opposite. And you're not an old soul, and you're not an empath. Those labels that you put on yourself is a mask. That is a mask. An old soul would never attack other people. An old soul never talks, they listen. They're more listeners, they're humble. They don't have to compare themselves to other people. That is an old soul. An empath would actually care about the hurt that you do to women. Did you care that Cantha Bay dropped me because of you? No. I'm sure you were very excited. And your cult members actually had the nerve to go in my store and buy the Cantha Bay items for 50% off in my store because they have no fucking shame. And that is the kind of shopper I do not want in my lives. I don't want a community that gets off on hurting other women. I don't want you in my lives. And I've blocked almost all of you, as many as I can. We are not the same. Your values don't align with mine. Brooke is broken, and she's not seeking counseling for it. And she cannot take someone putting the mirror up to her fucking face to show her the reflection she's trying to mask with, I am an empath. I love women. I am an old soul. All that is a mask. You are none of those things, and you are very, very insecure with yourself. Even your mannerisms say that. All the fluffing of the hair, and every video has this hair. You have to. That is a symptom of not loving yourself, not having enough confidence in yourself. The only way you're going to get out of this and get to the root of your problems of hating women is to seek counseling. There's no shame in that. There's no shame. We all should do it. I'm doing it. I have a life coach. So why don't you take a few steps back and really own the shit that you do? Because it's fucking nauseating to watch. I know you fucking stalk my account. I know you do. Because you can't handle that I started my own label. Days later, you announced your own label. A week later, you dropped a video almost saying word for word what I said. There's a problem with you. You can't live on your own. I did in 3 months what you didn't do in 3 years. And you cannot handle it. And instead of just owning it and working hard to do your best and focus on your shop, you have to hurt other people. That is what you do to deal with it. You hurt the women to raise yourself up. And the root of that problem, it needs to be dealt with. Because all you're doing is hurting other people. You are a hurt person hurting others. And I am a voice. I am a voice against that. Stop. Seek help.